My friends, gentlemen of the media, good afternoon to you all. Today, as said by Honorable Minister, we had two memoranda in front of Council, both of which have been approved graciously by Council. The memo number one is to do with the bilateral air service agreement between the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our dear country, and the state of Kuwait. I beg your pardon. That memorandum has been approved that we should sign the bilateral air service agreement with the state of Kuwait. And of course, this is in line with the provisions of the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO's requirement, in line with the Convention of 7th December 1944, to which both countries are signatories. Of course, earlier on, the BASA was initialed, the text, and then it's been cleared by Minister of Justice, and to say also that the content of the agreement provides for reciprocal rights and privileges for both countries and their airlines. Should I take it again? Okay. You're coming on the mic, so they say you should do. Okay, no noise. Well, so we said that today, as Honourable Minister said, aviation presented two memoranda, and they are both approved graciously. And the first one is to do with the bilateral air service agreement between Federal Republic of Nigeria and the state of Kuwait. In that memorandum, as approved, of course, the highlights are the BASA itself, the text, has been earlier on initialed and then was cleared by Ministry of Justice. And of course, it provided that the content of the agreement, there should be reciprocal rights and privileges for both countries and airlines therefrom. So this, of course, will open up opportunities for the air transportation between the two countries in accordance with the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, the Convention of 7th December 1944, to which both countries are signatories. The second memo, it's approval for the award of contract for the engagement of consultant for revalidation and collection of aviation height clearance on behalf of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. The contract went to Mrs. Zilkotech Limited. Zilkotech were single bidder, the only company that responded at the time, and it was approved for them with a scale, and is at no cost to the budget because the revenues derived therefrom will be used to pay the consultants. 0 to 1 billion, 7%, 1.1 billion to 2.5 billion, 5%, and then 2.5 billion to 5 billion is 3%. Now, for more clarity, this aviation height clearance is extremely important to the safety of air operations. What concerns us in civil aviation is how very safe, secure, and efficient you depart point A and land at point B. And this is the whole thing about civil aviation. There had been instances where there were air crashes in Nigeria due to masts. The one in Jos involving Wasi. I think Abdullah Wasi was a clear cut of having masts around the airport or in the vicinity or en route, or any other obstruction for that matter. It doesn't have to be a mast. It can be a building. And it can be as short as my height, so long as it causes unsafe operations. That needs to be determined, and that needs to be regulated by NCAA. In the past, people have ignored this provision, and by the Act of Civil Aviation 2006 that we passed in the National Assembly, when I was in the House of Reps, Section 7 in particular, subsection 1 and sub-N for November, empowers NCAA, and other provisions of the Act also empowers them to carry out this duty. All those people that have been avoiding payment of these taxes or causing all sorts of problems going forward, the consultants will go after them, and the government will ensure that the law has been enforced. And to this, we are very grateful to some of them who have been very responsive to our calls, and they have been paying the charges. It is important to do it on annual basis because the earth itself, lithosphere itself, moves, shifts. You'll be surprised that the coordinates that are here today in this exact point will change after a certain number of years. Those of you who are familiar with the orientation of the runway in Lagos, it used to be 19 left and 19 right, meaning 190 degrees from true north orientation. Today it is 18, which means 180 degrees from true north. So it shifts. This is from the rahmah of God, blessings of God, and we need to be very careful because every slight degree change in positions of things in aviation affects us and sometimes can be disastrous. So a very important function that NCA must carry out, and so we need cooperation with everybody. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Honorable Minister of State.